Hi there everyone. This is a kind of a spur of the moment sort of video, so it's all going to be unscripted, like most of my videos when I go live. But yeah, a bit of a solemn video this, as today on December 20th, as I'm recording this, it would have been the 40th birthday of my friend Danny, but sadly he passed away about 8 years ago. Just over 8 years ago. In August 2017 he passed, and yeah, I still of course think about him every now and then, and of course my thoughts are with his mum and dad, especially today. I posted on Facebook that I've still got Danny in my thoughts, and of course also gave a like, or a love, like, whatever whatever they call it, on Facebook, to a set of photos posted by his dad, who has always done it every year since. And yeah, there would have been a few things that, if he was still alive today, that he would absolutely love. One of those, definitely for sure, would have included the Transformers store at the Battersea Power Station. Oh, he would absolutely would have loved that. And well, I was going to save this till I was going to do a few more live streams, probably in the summer, as you get more daylight hours and my cameras tend to work a bit better through natural light conditions rather than artificial conditions. Though this is my new laptop's camera, so it's going to be better regardless. But yeah, I was originally going to do that, but because of the significance of today, and because it would have been 40, I would have no doubt would have celebrated with him if he was still alive today. So instead of that, but I wanted to keep something relevant because he was my friend. Danny, this is for you. I'm going to be opening up the the Transformers Devastation Studio Series Optimus Prime. I'm going to be doing it right now. I have my doubts I'm going to try and transform it. For those who'd seen the live stream where I opened the 40th anniversary Optimus Prime, everything's going so well until for some reason I broke off one of Optimus's arms. Of course I did manage to get it back on, but still, that was pretty embarrassing, considering, this was like a re-release of a 40-year-old figure, which as far as I'm aware, yeah, his arm isn't supposed to come off, and I thought, it would have been, far better attached to the figure than I thought. But oh well, it is what it is. Bottom, just like any other Digimon pack opening, always start from the bottom. Oh, there we go. So yeah, did not go for the top. I went for the bottom this time around. So of course there you are. Just keep, if you're wondering, that's basically all you get is your bog standard Optimus Prime, just designed in the same fashion as the Transformers Devastation video game, of course. Oh, and is the, I don't know if the price tag. Oh no, I was just gonna say, yeah, I got this from the Transformers store. It was about full price, but then again, Amazon was selling it for about around about the same price as well. Yeah. Oh, that's it. So I just wait to show off that yes, this is indeed the Prime from Devastation. So there we go. So yeah, I think. Oh. Okay, I was not expecting quite a back piece for this figure, but yeah, there you go. And of course we've got the oh, that's just a warning sheet. We've got the instructions, and we shall having to deal with a whole load of twisty ties, because joy, we always love to deal with twisty ties. Honestly, Oh, I didn't. I just cut. Oh, okay. I thought I cut into the tyre there. That would have been bad, but no. Oh, yeah. I'm just. Of course, I'm just trying to reminding myself how these twisty tie things work. Right. Yeah, hopefully it's not going to be too finicky. Of course, you can't see it, but oh, there we go then. This side, no. It's having to try and that's actually, yeah. What? Yeah, I can do it. Oh yeah, of course, I can do it this way. Yeah, be easier. There we go. Do it on the same side. Do it from the front with bits flying around. Hopefully not in my face, because that would be terrible. Here we go. That's another one. That's another one. I think. Hold on. Here we are. Hold on. Yes, Prime has been freed from his confines of twisty ties and everything, and just yeah. Actually, I thought his chest was supposed to open. Does his chest open? Yeah, according to this diagram, his chest is supposed to open to show a matrix. It's a bit finicky to try and open, but hold on, let me just. This, of course, is his accessories, which would include the. Yeah, it feels like it's like a little nice, of course, Autobot symbol. Oh, that's upside down. Sorry, nice Autobot symbols on there. It's the same sort of paper, like really like tissuey sort of paper. Oh, yeah, like tissue. It's like a game of pass the parcel, pretty much. I'll do that in a minute. But here's Prime in. Oh, sorry, don't cover up his head. Yeah, so here's Prime in all his devastation glory. Of course, it's the paint applications. And this, that, and the other, which of course, it looks exactly like how he looks in the Devastation video game. See what I mean by his back? I don't know if many. I'm not sure if quite a few figures do that with the tires on the back. I don't know whether they would. Oh no, they would usually go on his abdomen there. That's the right word for it. Yeah, but with this particular figure, they decided to stick them out like that, like you know. Oh, okay, then you can. Yeah, that makes sense for him to put the legs together for the transformation. Oh, head moves. We do have a moving head. Cannot for the life of me think how you. Yeah, it does look. I can see a groove. It does look like the chest opens. However, it looks like it is incredibly finicky. So I'm not going to do that. Oh no. Oh, and by the way, it takes about 21 steps to transform this particular Prime figure. Yeah, at least they tell you nowadays how much it takes to, or how many steps it takes to actually transform a figure, considering you know how complicated these blessed things can get. I've got paper everywhere. Oh no. Oh, not exactly everywhere, but oh dear, we've got paper. I've got paper. I've got twisty ties. No, there we go. Oh, okay. It's one of Prime's smokestacks. Hold on, was that? Okay, hold on. Yeah, his smokestack's supposed to go on his shoulders. So, hold on, that's one. I think the other one must have. the other one must have come out. Yeah, the other. Sorry about this. Oh, there's supposed to be 2 smokestacks. So what happened to the other one? Oh, I've got another twisty tie. Oh, it's not still in here, is it? No. Oh no. Yes, it is. Right. So yes, it's the yeah. There we go. Right. So yeah, not just it wasn't just the Energon axe. It was the smokestacks. They're also in there as well. So yeah, they go onto his shoulders. So let's do that. I think this is the right one. That's supposed to be, yeah, it's supposed to be heading up. It's supposed to be pointing upward. There we go. And we will plug in the other one. So it would be nice if the arm was nice. Again, it would be nice if the arm was straight. Dear me. Butterfingers. And not the candy. There we go. So yeah, actually looks a little more complete now with the smokestack. So you can tell it's it's meant to be a truck. But the major accessory, of course, that comes out was his. Oh, I just realised. It's not just the Energon axe. It's also it looks like an effect part. Yeah. I just noticed that. Is the effect part supposed to? Yeah. Oh yeah. It is part of the Energon axe. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say because it's supposed to make it like a whoosh, kind of thing. So, how is he supposed to? Oh, hold on. Yeah, you tab in the. You tab in the red tab to his arm. Not his arm. Sorry, his hand. There we are. And now, Prime can awkwardly. Slash Decepticons just by going like this. Which I'm getting straight. Well, of course, you don't have to have it on him. He obviously can have the. You can have it. You can have it detached, whatever. But yeah, I have to get a little baggy thing if I was to prop the Energon axe, into something. Sorry, I'm not. Again, this is impromptu. I'm so sorry about my babbling, but yeah, I got little bags for figure accessories, and I can always just pop the Energon axe on it. Although, actually, it actually holds it quite well. It's not too bad. I do not trust myself to try and transform him because, again, as I mentioned, with the that was the OG Optimus Prime that managed to break, so I have zero confidence in these toys. Oh, hold on, we got the heel spur thing there. That's interesting. I guess these wheels must. Yeah, these wheels must. Oh, okay. I see. It's kind of a intricate sort of. You open this up, or you open that side up, or you open this side. Yeah. See what I mean? It's all very intricate. I might attempt perhaps a transformation one of these days, maybe, but I think it has to be on a character I have confidence in actually transforming. Oh, like I said, and I thought that the transformations back in the day were complicated. Oh no! Just gonna get a whole load more complicated as time goes on. Depending on, well, it depends on the toy. I mean, you still get some very fairly simple transformers for like very young kids. Well, these ones, to be truthful, are meant for collectors or those who just want a bit more oomph with their toys. Since this is very articulated, which of course is the point for the Studio series. But yeah, overall very nifty little figure. I'm just. Yeah, there probably is a way of exposing his chest and getting the matrix. It's like it, but it's very, very finicky. You can only just about see like the grooves to prove that the chest is able to open to reveal the matrix. It's only a little plastic thing. I'm actually surprised that wasn't in the bag. yeah, there you go. Overall, it's sorry. I keep blocking the head. Right there, just so you can have a proper look at the head. And again, head is articulated. Actually, it does. Yeah, does the full 360. Although that looks very weird. But yeah, there you go. So yeah, for what it is, yeah, I think if you could find this for about 20, yeah, about £20. About I paid initially 25, but yeah, I wouldn't really pay any more for this figure since it's basically, well, a pretty basic figure. Doesn't even come with a trailer, but then that's why you know, the price is what it is. And this is only the cab. I don't think the cab can be, when he transforms into cab mode, I don't think it can be attached to any kind of trailer. Unless, I don't know, maybe Hasbro planned to release one specifically for this figure, though I doubt it, seeing as though this is... I'm just trying to see a date. Or at least a year for its release. I can't remember if it was... oh no, 2025. Oh, so no. So this is a fairly recent figure. So maybe, but I doubt it, to be quite honest. Especially since we had the for Studio Series, they had the movie 86 Optimus Prime, which does come with a trailer, and yeah, that pretty much covers your trailer needs basically. With that particular Prime figure, this one is just meant to be a Prime cab. Like, if you just wanted to have a Prime cab, then there you are, though. Yeah, the decoration looks fine. He looks pretty much like he is in the video game. I just those wheels though, that really did throw me when I took him out, because I thought, yeah, those that's definitely not how most regular Optimus Primes store their back. Oh, actually, no, these are their front wheels, isn't it? The back wheels are on the... Yeah, the back wheels are on the legs, which are pretty much how they should be, even though they're tucked in. But I'm guessing, obviously, that you fold a few things to get to fully release those tires. Other videos have people transforming this figure, like Toys R Us, and several other YouTubers who do far better reviews of Transformers figures. This wasn't so much a review; it's just a first impression unboxing, especially because, you know, today would have been my friend Danny's 40th birthday, and I helped to get him into Transformers. So yeah, I had very fond memories of him, particularly around the Robots in Disguise 2001 era. They had the toys pretty much in every single Walrus that there was. Yeah, you remember Walrus? Of course we do. But yeah, around then they had like they had them there all for, like, in most places they had. So I'm just I'm trying to speak while remembering stuff at the same time. But yeah, they had their version of Optimus Prime. They had Megatron, which of course was the six-changing Predacon leader. Very impressive idea for a leader. Of course, I don't know why it wasn't implemented a lot sooner. That, you know, the evil leader, would have several different alternate forms, and even more so with Galvatron, which came later when he was repainted. Even though, yeah, that was interesting. The Megatron mold was actually the Galvatron mold. For those who didn't know, in Japan, the Devil Gigatron, Gigatron was Megatron in Car Robots, and Galvatron was his powered up form. The original Megatron toy, though, had very limited, not too limited. He was able to transform into the 6 modes he was supposed to, but he can transform into anything else. When Galvatron was released, what they did was they gave him double joints, so he can actually twist a bit more, or flip like his limbs a bit more, to get a few more transformations out of him. Now, that was the mold that was used by Hasbro for the original Robots in Disguise Megatron. I was going to say not the original, but yeah, the first one. when they released Gigatron as Megatron, what they did was they used the Devil Gigatron mold, so he was actually able to transform into all the other extra modes, ironically enough. And then with Galvatron, they just released him as is. But yeah, that was a interesting story about that there. Prime, the Optimus Prime from Robots in Disguise. He's the one that transforms into the fire engine and was known as Fire Convoy in Japan. But yeah, they had them. They had the build team. They had the build team: Wedge, Heavy Load, Hightower, and Grimlock. Not to be confused with the Dinobot. He's a green excavator. Yeah. And they can all combine into landfill, all four of them. My friend and Danny had all four of them and would often combine them. He also had the Commandos team, which was the repainted Combaticons from back in the day. So Mega Octane, Armorhide, Rollbar, Rotor, and Movor. And of course they all combined to form Renation, even though they weren't in show accurate colours because they were known as reverse Autobots in the original Japanese version, but they were just meant to be Decepticons in the English version of that toy line. But there you go. But yeah, he had all five of those. He had. They also sold the Spy Changers, which he had. He had like all the 6 that appeared in the show, plus 4 other ones which didn't appear in the show, which was quite interesting. And they even had Spy Changer sized versions of the fire engine Optimus Prime, who was sold, I think, with Ultra Magnus. Ultra Magnus was still a car carrier, but he was still, but he was quite a different design of car carrier. But he can also combine with Prime to form Omega Prime. That's interesting. Or in Japan, it was Fire Convoy combining with God Magnus, which is what his name is in Japan, and they formed God Convoy. But I'm just trying to think, was there anything else that I can remember from Wars? That was it. Yeah, as well as the Spy Changer size versions of Optimus and Ultra Magnus, there was another 2-pack which had X-Brawn, one of the 3 Autobot brothers, in a Spy Changer size, but also Scourge, which is the evil version of Optimus Prime. This was before the whole Nemesis Prime thing became a thing. We're beginning with Transformers Armada. They had like the small figure version. Danny could never find the deluxe version. I don't think it was released over here. At least not in large quantities. He was able to get the build, to get the Team Bullet Train guys. All 3 of the Team Bullet Train. I think from going to places like the Entertainer, probably Toys R Us. I can't actually remember. Yeah, Toys R Us was around back in the day as well. Back then. All combined together. What he got? I recall when he did combine them all together, it was quite flimsy. Like the Rail Racer was. I'll stop showing off Prime there, but the toy itself was quite wobbly. Like it didn't hold together too well. The build team, they were fine. Renation, the Commandos team, they were fine because they were like a Jizagatai, a Scramble City combiners. He had like the leader guy being the torso and the subordinates all be the limbs. So that's fine. That's a tried and tested thing. So that was fine. The build team was fine. Wedge forms regardless of the mode. Wedge always forms the head and like the front portion of landfill, including the front bit of the arms. And depending on how you combine the other 3. One forms the back and the other 2 forms the legs, and you can kind of swap them over, so you get different modes in that regard, which was quite clever. And also, that held together quite well. It was just the Bullet Train team. Like they do combine, but I recall it was a bit flimsy, and Danny had to try and hold it together when combined. That was that was a bit amusing. But you can never find Scourge. Oh, of course, one character he absolutely loved is, of course, the breakout character from that series, Skybite, who I've just remembered had his own, had a new figure released. I think it's Studio Series. But yeah, it's a new mold. But it's it's a new mold. I think it's similar to the Transformers Generations line. I think one of them he was released for that, and it was but the way I look at it, it looks very similar to that. Oh, and he's in is it Earthspark? Or yeah, I think it's Earthspark. I think that's the new series. He's got a figure in that line as well, though he they transforms into like a shark with wheels. But actually, that reminds me of one episode because he actually disguised himself as a car. Maybe that was what they were referencing. Thinking, oh, that's a reference. And funnily enough, in that episode, or at least the English dub of that episode, they were throwing G1 references left, right, and centre because was it? It was written by, I think because he wrote quite a few episodes for the series, Michael McConaughey, who actually was in the original Transformers G1 series. He was the voice of Trax, who was in that episode, Trans-Europe Express. That's the G1 episode. And they also referenced that same episode by mentioning a character called Augie Kane, who was in that episode. Though in the Robots in Disguise series, he was like a driver, like long since like passed away, and apparently it involves the character called Skids. Skids was a figure who transformed into a Formula 1 racing car, but as far as I'm aware, he wasn't released here. But when he was released in America, he was released in a 2-pack with a Decepticon jet, tow line, a tow truck Autobot also had the same thing happen with them. Wasn't released here, but was released in a 2-pack in America with a Decepticon jet. Said Decepticon jets were never seen in the show. But Skids had, when he scanned the race car, he had also scanned in Augie Kane's like racing spirit, and that's why he wanted to always race something and had to win, and that was like his folly. But then when the Autobots got attacked by Megatron in that episode, he helped them out. So yeah, that was all that was going on there. So funny enough, but yeah, and McConaughey was the voice of Hotspot in that series, the leader of the Spy Changers. I can't remember what was it. No, it wasn't Crosswise. I think it was. I can't remember what figure he was packaged with. Wars. I think it was Wars. Yeah. Him with Wars. Crosswise with Rev. I think Crosswise with Rev and Ironhide with Mirage. That was it. Yeah, I remember now. I'm thinking of the Spy Changers from that series. Yeah, they had to reuse a lot of a few new names propped up. But whenever G1 names that Hasbro could use to keep the trademarks active, they certainly did that. Oh, in one weird instance, they actually kept the name of of one of the Spectral Knights from Visionaries. They wanted to keep that name active, Cryotech, and they gave it to a blue repaint of Generation 2 Megatron from... no, not Generation 2, sorry. Transmetal 2 Megatron, sorry, from Beast Wars, the one that transformed into a dragon. Yeah, they repainted him blue and called him Cryotech because he's specialised in freezing things, because he's blue. And released him as part of the Robots in Disguise line, even though he didn't really appear in the show. But the name originates from Visionaries, and obviously Hasbro wanted to keep that trademark on that name active, so that's why they gave it to him. It's a similar thing. Sometimes they swap around names between G.I. Joe and Transformers characters. Like some G.I. Joe characters might have a couple of names which are similar to or the same as Transformers, or Transformers would get a couple of characters that were in G.I. Joe. It's just to try and keep the trademarks on their names active. And speaking of which, it also reminds me there was don't know if anyone remembers the cartoon Cops, or the Hasbro line Cops and Crooks, which came out in the late 90s, not late 90s, late 80s. Sorry, 87, 88, going into 89 around then. Yeah, actually I think it was in 88. There was a character called Mirage. Obviously, they're wanting to keep the trademark active. Since the Mirage Transformers toy had been discontinued, but they're wanting to keep the name active for their toys, so that's why they gave it to one of the cops. I call that because at the end credits, Bulletproof, the leader of the cops, does a roll call, and he says like all the names of all the characters. Oh, and Mainframe. Yeah, Mainframe was another name that they recycled, but that was a G.I. Joe character originally. I remember seeing him, of course, in G.I. Joe's second season. But that's what I mean. Hasbro tend to recycle a lot of names if they can. But then there are names which are just always going to be synonymous with certain characters, like Optimus Prime and Megatron being the leader of the Decepticons. So those that, they're fairly easy to distinguish. But with some of the other characters, they being Hasbro, they really wanted to retain their trademark, and that is why they basically did what they did. But But anyway, enough about nostalgia. Final thoughts on the figure. Very, very nice figure. And I just realised I talked my head off for about half an hour. So, yeah, but as I said, it was nice just to think back on the fond memories. And of course, when they went and did Transformers Armada, in places again like Walrus and whatever, I had fond memories of Danny playing with toys from that particular era as well. It was it started off around Beast Wars, then it became Beast Machines, then RID, Robots in Disguise 2001, and then Armada, and of course he just carried on playing with Transformers from then, and it still collected Transformers up until the time he passed. So yeah, but still, I've got those fond memories of him. And yeah, this is why ultimately I decided to unbox this guy, just so I can say, I'm always going to consider Danny my friend, even though he's no longer with us. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed the unboxing. If you stayed to the end, thanks ever so much for coping with my rambling. And I will see you guys again soon. Take care. Bye.